I was going to ask about Caitlin Clark calling out officials numerous times this season, and I know one of the more recent times she and favorite coach Stephanie White said officials need to catch more of these fouls and they just need to do better overall. I know in other leagues this would be a fine, but in the W, with Caitlin Clark not facing any of these repercussions for her post-game comments, why do you think that is? Do you think it's because of the sights that she brings to the game and what she brings to it?
It is interesting. I think everyone's realizing that the officiating is a problem. And it's not, even though Stephanie White is a huge voice with her TV career and obviously being a great coach and player. And Caitlin Clark, of course, we know how important she is to the league, whether people like it or not. And I understand, I hear from those people. They don't think she should be getting as much attention. Well, facts are facts and numbers are numbers. And so, you may not like it, but this is the moment. And I wish also that there had been players who'd gotten that kind of attention before. I worked my career covering those kinds of those players and hoping that there'd be more attention, but there wasn't. Now it is. But I think what we're seeing here is a groundswell around the league of other players and coaches, in addition to the Indiana, obviously Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark, and others, Sophie Cunningham, saying, enough is enough. And the league really needs to up its game, and it needs to figure out how to get these referees on the same page as the players, because to the players and for the players, we are seeing, there's a line I like to say, today is the greatest day in women's sports until tomorrow. By that we mean, and you know this because you cover these issues so much, and these wonderful athletes, they're stronger, they're better, they're faster, the training is better, everyone cares more. So you have the best athletes ever in women's sports today. Are the referees the best ever? It looks like the answer, I think the answer is no. So the WNBA and the NBA, it's big brother, the NBA owns 60% of the WNBA. They need to get on their game quickly and figure this out before people get injured, not just Caitlin Clark, and before people lose interest, because it's just, a free for all, because that clearly is something that needs to be changed and it needs to be fixed now.